Taurus. Here we go. Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for February. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the theme for Taurus for the month of February. Oh, interesting. Choose a new direction. Maybe you need to stop saying no to something. That's the thing that is kind of showing me. So Taurus, if you've been saying no, I don't think so, I'm not sure if I'm up to it, any kind of whining no's, it says to stop doing that and to allow yourself to choose a new direction. Okay? So just get out of your own way. That's the message that's about. So this is going to be for love for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of February. I see some of you Tauruses for the first time in a long time deciding that maybe you're just going to walk away from something that hasn't been serving your highest good. Maybe you've been crawling along, accepting situations that really don't feel good. Maybe there's been some, toxic relationships that are interfering with the flow of your good energy, the flow to you. And so you got to start clipping away and pushing away. Exact same thing around what you love to do. So only doing what you love is important, and not just because you have to, is something that you may have to look at. So I think it's really important that you look at carving away what is in what you want to do, whether it be people, places, or things. And this is serious loving self. Giving love to self is lessening the load. So walking away from anything that doesn't fill that love vibration inside of you, whether it be passion for things you do or passion for those that you love. So it's going to be important that you do that. Take it slow though. February doesn't mean you should, you may have decisions that you have made about leaving something or walking away from something. This might not be the month that you're going to do it in, but this is certainly the month you're going to strategize and continue to. You may have this in the back of your mind for a while, but now you're bringing it to some action, all right? And that's a good thing. If you've been in a long-term relationship that hasn't been going well, some of you may have already stepped out in some way, or your partner has, and some of that energy is going to come to the surface, whether that be in some weird confession maybe, or something like that. But even if that's the case, it'll bring a certain kind of peace in knowing things, in understanding what's been going on. It might make you mad, yeah, I didn't say it won't, but in the end, I think it's almost a peaceful thing because it gives you an opportunity to sort of do exactly what you've been thinking of doing. It's kind of like that final decision or the icing on the cake that helps you make the move. So I do see, I'm sorry to say, more Tauruses experiencing difficulty around love in February, more than I'd like to admit. I'm sorry to tell you that. It could also be because you've already experienced some heartache or pain or loss, and the reminder of them not being there will be sort of hitting you on all angles. And this may also be happening for Libras because of the Venus vibration Taurus and Libra share. Health, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for February, please give us some good news. All right, so it looks like your health has been a concern for the most part. Many of you have had to deal with certain health aspects, some of you not your own, but others that are close to you. And so this has been just a bone of contention. It's just a thing you're sort of carrying with you each month, from month to month to month. But the good thing about this is it looks like the journey's almost done in terms of the weight of heaviness, that darkness. So February is going to be sort of like, as you're moving through February, you're slowly getting away from that heaviness and working through it. And I think for the most part, most of you who have experienced any health concerns will be feeling stronger and better as the month goes on. So that's a good thing. You may have to get involved though in some sort of physical activity. It almost looks like a physio or a regaining of strength in some way. So maybe you'll be going to take part in gyms or swimming or some sort of thing like that. Those of you that did not have enough activity to get rid of pent-up energy may have already got involved in some sort of physical activity that is really good for the mind, really good for the flow. And I think that those Tauruses that are stepping into things that help their mind, sort of distract them from whatever physical thing that they don't want to face, some of you are doing well with that, but at the same time you've implemented other things to help yourself. But those of you that have not implemented other things and that are just running away from it, no, you're going to be faced with it. So, right, invest in yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. So now I'm going to do money for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for February. Oh, now we got some really good cards here. Look at that. All right. I think you're worrying about money, because if you're worrying about your health, you're going to worry about money, but you got some really good cards. These two cards are really good. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, which means put into practice what it is you want to come back for you now. Start setting that up, maybe getting involved with some old relationships or old connections with other people. You know, it could be events, it could be contracts, it could be agreements, it could be partnering, this kind of a thing. Okay, so, and also you might be backing somebody else up or having someone back you up. The thing is, because I said about the health thing, if you're concerned about your health and you're distracted from making money because of your health, there might be someone that helps you or helps sort of secure things so you can have more of a passive income opportunity as opposed to one that you have to put so much physical energy into. So I think that's the next stage in your life, is kind of looking for that passive money. Where can you find it? What opportunities are there? There's plenty of them too. And I guess it's really important for you. Remember it said stop saying no? Maybe that's what it has to do with. Maybe you've been playing it so safe, and it's time for you to, you know, take a chance, take an opportunity, or step into possibilities, take a risk. So yeah, think about that, because I mean, I do see the fear monger. You do, Taurus do seem to carry a little more fear or worry about money and, you know, stability and that type of thing, which is why they take a little more time in making decisions that they should have made maybe previously, you know, 2 years ago. But I do see lots of opportunity around money, so I'm going to say you just stay the course. And if you're feeling that this is good, or that person's a good opportunity, or has good opportunities for you, take them up on it. Your money isn't going to be too bad. Not too bad. All kinds of things that you're putting out are going to have opportunities to come back. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to come back in the same flow that you maybe hoped it for. There's a lot of moving parts right now. And so just be careful how much money you invest here, there, or anywhere. Follow those instincts, because they're freaking awesome. And if you're not sure, go to someone like myself to make sure.